folks. How are you? Hopefully you're doing well. Y'all, I need y'all's help. I need y'all's help. So y'all gotta come on and hop on. I'm gonna sprinkle me out a little bit here, and y'all gotta hop on because I need your help. So I have no idea what I'm painting. Not a single clue of what I'm painting. So I need somebody to hop in here and help me out. Oh, me. When you hop on, say hi. Tell me that you're here. And tell me what you want to see painted, because honestly, I was working and I kind of thought these. Hey, Cindy, how are you? I know what you're going to say. Let me guess. Go ahead, throw it out there. I need help. I do need the help. So I don't know. Y'all, I thought these 1210s would actually make my life easier. They seem to be like making my life more difficult. It has been a while. It has been a while. It has been a little while. I'm thinking, so I also need your help with something else too. So while we're talking here for a few minutes, waiting for people to hop on, I'm meeting with the woman tomorrow to talk about a mother-daughter. It's a thing through the Orange County Parks and Rec, like a mother and me paint along, I guess it is. I say daughter, but it really could be a mother-son. It's like a mom and me paint along. What do y'all think I should suggest, or what do you think maybe I should come up with? Both want to paint, and depending on the child's age, it might be better if it's like an 11 by 14 versus a 16 by 20. But now if it's like a teenager, I don't know what, if they're going to limit it to like certain ages. So I don't know. Give me some feedback. I painted a Valentine. Have you painted a Valentine truck? No, I haven't done a Valentine truck. I could do that. Why don't we do that? Do you want to do like the back of a Valentine truck? Like, so like the tailgate and the back of the truck? Or do you want to do like the side profile of a Valentine truck? We could do that. We can make that work. Hey, D. So I'm just talking right now because I'm trying to figure out what to do, because I have no idea what to do. And so I'm cleaning up a little of my mess too, because if we're going to do that, I want to do that on a 16 by 20 I have sitting over there, because I would like that to be a potential paint party painting, because that would be super cool. People love trucks still. I know it's kind of like, oh, well, how long are they going to be in style? I don't see them going out of style anytime soon. Like, meaning not being popular anytime soon. Either one. Well, it's easier on this desk if I do it this way. I think it'd be cuter. I don't know. I really don't know. Give me 1 second, guys. Like I said, I thought it would be easier with the 1210, but apparently it's not easier with the 1210. Apparently I struggle more with that than I do with this other way. All right, let's see if I can get a 16 by 20 on my desk. How was your weekend? In the meantime, tell me. A snowman truck. That'd be cute too. Let's see. Oh yeah, we can make this work. We can make this work, I think. We can. And I've got, the good thing is I've got some, the Valentine colors. I've got like on my, I don't really want that there, do I? I don't use anything in here. Maybe I can, I don't want them to fall on the floor. Oh, there we go. Spot right there. All right. It wants to lean, so let me give it something to lean against. I got too much on my desk. So Dee, are you out there? What do you think? Get in on the voting is what I'm trying to say, and I can't seem to get those words to pop out of my mouth. So give me what you think. I need ideas for both a mom and me painting, as well as a what to paint for today. So the mom and me can wait. It doesn't have to be today's painting. I've been, coworker was messaging me some stuff right at 12. And so I couldn't come down. All of a sudden I look up, I finished telling him what I needed to tell him. I look up, it's 12:12, and I'm like, oh my word, it's 12:12. And I'm still up here. I'm still upstairs in my computer. So I took off running, and I'm like, I have no idea what I'm painting. I have no idea what I'm doing. All right, Dee, tell me, Valentine Chuck, any of the previous ideas? Okay. Well, while I'm doing that, why don't we do a sideways? I don't know, do I want a sideways truck, or do I really want just the back of the truck? That does seem kind of cute now that I've said that. Now that I cleared off all that space, I'm seeing more of the back of the truck, maybe. I kind of got it in my head now. I kind of got a vision. I'm gonna turn this. I'm gonna pivot it. Whoops. I hit my little thing. I'm kind of seeing it now. I don't need oranges and gold. Well, I might use that gold. I don't need oranges and yellows. I don't need those two colors, so I can get those kind of like off to the side here, maybe. I do want my pinks. Now you're back in the way. Lordy have mercy. Everything. Y'all have never seen me so discombobulated, have you? All right, I'm going to turn this down and get us started. Oops. Let's do this way. And so, yeah, y'all have never seen me so like, I don't know. All right. Let me get a little organized here before I do that. I just got to get room to have where I can lay some paint down, right? All right. So we're going to do the back of a truck. It'll be Valentine's themed. That's always good. Maybe I'll put a poll out and see if anybody wants to do like an impromptu paint party. That would be fun, right? All right. Let me get my camera. It seems awful dark. Is it dark to y'all? I don't know. I don't understand the darkness, because it should not be dark. It really should not be dark. This thing is super bright in my face. Maybe if I angle it down a little bit, it will help brighten the whole table. Is that better, guys? That's actually might even be better on my eyes. It's not shining quite in my face. It looks a little brighter to me. So y'all tell me if that worked. Yes. Okay, good. Good, good, good. All right, I'm going to start with a little bit of a background here. And one of the things I love about with Valentine's is I love to do a little bit of like the perfect Perry, like a little purplish color with the pinks and reds. I think it just looks so good together. So I'm going to actually use a little of this perfect Perry. And I think instead of using white with it, I'm actually going to use a little bit of this light buttermilk. I want to see what these two colors look like together. If they kind of mix together a little bit, I'll play with these a little bit and see. It's going to be in May. So it's either going to be really late. I think they kind of want it near. Oh, yeah, this is perfect. I think they kind of want it near Mother's Day. So I don't know if it'll be like the weekend before or the weekend after. We're going to talk tomorrow and pick a date. But it may be like late April-ish, very early May-ish, depending on when Mother's Day is. And so depending on that. And so I'm just picking up both colors on my brush. No real one color one color the other. Just grabbing both. See how it's just mixed? It's just both colors. And then I'm just applying a little bit of pressure when I go to paint. It's not a light stroke. You can see you might be able to see my canvas bouncing. And that's because I'm giving it a little bit of a heavy hand. Because I want it to mix on my canvas. So if you want blended, like you want the two to blend, that's a light touch. That's that Bob Ross two hairs in air approach. If you want it to mix, that's that heavy hand. You gotta get in there and get it in there. So yeah, I'm trying to think like what would be something that, and I'll know more after I meet with her tomorrow. I'll know more as far as what they're looking for and like if there's an age that they want to set it at or not. And so, I mean, I could do something that could accommodate regardless. So like I could do something that for older kids could be, a larger version. For smaller ones, it could be a smaller version. Although young kids usually paint very fast. The adults are the ones that take the longer time. Usually young kids, when I have younger kids at my paint parties, and they're doing the regular canvas, just like, their family members, they're usually done. But here's the problem. They usually get done very, very early before their people that they're with. But then they keep going. Instead of just being done and sitting there, they keep adding to, which is fine for like, I'm all about creativity and like them being creative. Some tend to take it way too far and they end up like I don't want to say messing their painting up, but messing it up. They still love it, but it was like it was so much better. They had a much better painting before they just kept on. And sometimes getting them to see that isn't easy. And so you just, let them paint. But sometimes it's like, oh, I wish they'd have just stopped. Internally, I'm saying that. I would never say that out loud. Although there have been a couple times it's like, I think you're done. I'm loving it, and I hope you're loving it, but I think you're done. And sometimes they're like, yeah, and they'll stop, and sometimes no. And they take it just teeny bit too far. Y'all know when I'm doing like a background that's going to end up being something like, I don't know what this background's ultimately going to look like yet, but kind of like this. I go at an angle. I can't call this sky, but it's going to kind of be like that. I'm seeing it in my head. Yeah, it is. And yeah, it's kind of like a scrubby scrub. You're right. It's kind of like a scrubby scrub. We got the bloppity blops. We got the scrubby scrubs. This is a scrubby scrub. When you got to get in there, that's a technique, guys. I'm probably the only one that you'll hear that technique from, but yeah, when you want them to mix on the canvas, you got to put pressure, or they just blend. And blending is fine. Blending is fine. There's nothing wrong with that, but it's the look it's what you're going for, right? There's some areas here that's blended. There's some areas where it's mixed. There's some lighter. There's some brighter. There's some darker. That's the whole beauty of just picking up the paint and going for it. It's something I do quite often because I like that varied look. I don't want it to all be the same color. I don't want it to all be the same anything. I'll grab my edges later. I'll probably just come in with that darkest purple. And so, anyway, did everybody have a good weekend? Anybody do anything fun? I went to church yesterday. My kind of traditional Sunday is have breakfast with my family, and then we go to church. And so did that, had breakfast, went to church, and then after church I had to run out to Sam's for a minute and get some stuff. Forgot half of the stuff. Well, I won't say half, but forgot enough stuff that I'm gonna have to go back before this week is over to get what I forgot. And I know, make a list. Me and my list, though, half the time I leave home and I forget my list. Or if I have to make multiple stops, I'll forget my list at one of the stops. Like it'll get left somewhere. It might make it to a bag. It might make it, who knows where, lost somewhere in the store. Who knows? I'm terrible with like lists. I set them down and walk away, but me and lists don't get along. I've got some skippies. I'm not going to worry too much about it. What I call skippies is areas where you can see canvas through. We'll figure out what's showing and if I need to fix any of that later. What about a porch with the swing? I love that idea, Dee. The only problem is that would be super complicated, I think. I don't know that I could make that simple enough. And I don't, and they're not going to be painting on the same, like, they're not going to be painting on the same canvas. So, like, the kids will have a canvas and the parent will have one. Oh, Olive Garden is always nice. I like Olive Garden. We don't have an Olive Garden here. We have to go to Richmond to get the olive to go to Olive Garden. Charlottesville is the craziest town to live in. It makes 0 sense how, like, we can have the population of people that we have, which is not a huge population. I mean, we're not huge. You know, I mean, it's not like Dallas, Houston, that kind of huge. You know, I don't know, D. That might be, or it may not be. I don't know. That's what I'm not sure if that's what they're looking for or not. So it's one of the questions I want to ask her. In my head, I'm seeing more complimentary than join. Like, you know, because people don't have a lot of wall space to hang like 2 side by side. And so I'm kind of seeing it like maybe a complimentary. So, like, in my head, I'm thinking if I could do like a vase with some flowers that the mom paints, and then maybe like a complimentary butterfly or something like that that the child paints. I don't know. So I want to talk to them, see what they're thinking, see what how they want to offer it. They may want to have the two that just go from one to another. I don't know. Um, yeah, whimsical birds would be fun too. And so that could be like, you know, the flowers, you have a bird or a butterfly or I don't know, something like that. Yeah, you get 2 birds like they're side by side, and then people see lovebirds, and I don't want lovebirds. You know what I mean? Like I know you love your kids, but that ain't the same. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to be, you know, no. And so I don't want that. I know what I don't want. I just don't know what I do want. And maybe they know what they want. Um, so it's like I know more of what I don't want right now than I know what I want. All right, let's see about getting this truck in here. Trying to get that picture in my head of what I want. All right. I want that old style truck that's like curved on the top, right? I don't want it to look like a bubble, but I don't want it to be square. I want it to be like curved. Then I'm going to come over here and I'm going to curve it on this side too. Hopefully to kind of match that side maybe. Maybe. Maybe at least a little bit. Match it. Okay. There's that. And then we know we have a back window, right? So we're going to put that window in. Okay. I'm just going to put it in, but it may change. I got to remember it's 3-dimensional too. Might have to make that a little smaller, a little more. So this is the back part of the truck, right? You're not really seeing the sides. Okay, that's probably good. That's probably not bad. And then it's going to come across here. That's the window. And then we're going to come out just a little bit, right? We're going to come out just a little bit here. And then we'll come down a little bit because we're looking at it from totally the back end. We got those the window wells. We got window wells in our truck, y'all. Tire wells. And this is one of them old-fashioned ones that like stuck out from the truck, right? This is like a 19, I don't know, maybe like 30s or 40s. Or I don't know. I don't know my trucks, guys. Anybody who knows trucks can tell me when I'm done. Like, oh, you drew a 19 whatever 50s, or oh, you drew just a made up thing that I don't even know what you drew. You can say that too. You can be like, I don't know what that thing is. And then we got our wheels here, guys. I'm trying to see, does this make sense? Got our bumper. Okay. Okay. It ain't terrible. 60s. Okay. 1960s. All right. I'm not very good with all that. I mean, it's like, it's like anything else. Like when I'm riding down the road and I see something old, I'm like, oh, that's an old truck right there. You know what I mean? But I couldn't tell you like, oh, it's a 19 whatever. I was like, that's an old truck. That's a cool truck or a cool car. Like there's our wheels. Here's our wheel. We need to have a little more curvature on that. There we go. A little more curvature because I mean, it is and it's not 100% flat. We don't want a flat tire, right? Okay, and then we've got somewhere in here, is the back of our truck coming in here. And then we've got the bed of our truck. It's going to look weird because you got to remember the perspective or the whatever, yeah, perspective, the way we're looking at it. Okay. Then we'll have some flowers and some stuff coming out of it maybe. We got to put our tailgate on here. So it's basically this whole thing that comes down, right? And then it's got its old license plate hanging on here. I'm kind of making it a little oversized because I want it to be like, you know, hearts or something there. Like, I don't know, maybe X's and O's. I kind of like Dee's thing about X's and O's. So we might do like XOXO there. Okay. I'm actually going to leave this here the way this is. I'm not going to start to put down any paint. One, we've hit our 20 minutes. But also, I need to sit with this a moment and see, like, do I like this? And is this what I want? Or do I'm going to change this real quick right here. Or I felt like the window was too squarish. It needed to be more rectangle-ish. So I'm going to move this up a little bit. Like this is going to come up here and go up a little higher here. Yeah, I like that better. So this is going to be like the bed of my truck. This actually has the little bump out more like right here. And then going like that. Okay. Okay. That might require this to come up a little higher. I don't know. Of course, we've got some artistic. I mean, it doesn't have to be exactly perfect, right? We're not trying to reinvent, like, no, I don't want to do that. I want to go all the way across. We're not trying to reinvent like a truck. We just kind of want it to look like a truck. It doesn't have to be exact. Like it can be ad-libbed a little bit. Like it don't have to be perfect. Like somebody look at it and be like, well, that's not, a Chevy truck or a Ford truck. It's okay. Okay. All right. We'll see. You can kind of see my outlines here. That's my window. And then you can come down. Here's the bed of the truck. There's the window, the tire wheels, the bumper, all of that. Tell them it's El Camino. Oh, yeah, that's an old one, isn't it? I can't get, like, on this side. It doesn't want me to get over there. There you go. You can kind of see that side. And then, let's see. And then there's that side. So it was kind of hard to get it all in there because I hit my thing that holds my camera when I get it close enough for you to see. So, but anyway, tomorrow I will be live for the 20 minutes. And I gotta do my GPS and see. I might not be able to. I might have to record or something because I have to meet her and I don't know if I'll make it in time where I have to go. Anyway, I gotta do GPS and see. He had an El Camino when y'all met. That's so cute. They'd be right investments right now if you still had one. If you still had it and it still ran. Anyway, well, y'all have a good rest of your day. I hope to be live with you tomorrow. Y'all have a great day, and I will see you all later. Bye.